So now that Mark has spoke about some of the opportunities here at the resort, let's go through the website, the Team HiloTech website, and configure this solution.
Right. TeamHiloTech.com. Let's go ahead and log in.
Okay, so here's the HiloTech Cloud, the web interface for it.
So this is basically the top perspective of the entire resort. So we have like 2 towers, and this is the front fountain. This is the main pool, and this is the kiddie pool. So let's just go to the front fountain.
So then with the front fountain, that's where we have the problem with the pump being on and then spraying people if there was wind there or things like that.
So let's go ahead and do a discover. Basically this will go ahead and find each and every nodes we have in our network. Right there it is. So let's drag.
So then pump 10 is what represents the pump out there in front that controls that main entrance water fall or fountain. And then we have the wind sensor. So this wind sensor basically is going to attach to this pump, and then when the HiloTech Cloud detects a wind speed alert, it will then be able to shut off that pump and be able to control it intelligently.
Right, so let's just attach this wind sensor to the pump, and that's it.
Okay.
So now let's go back to the kiddie pool area.
So then with the kiddie pool, the problem there was that the mushroom fountain stayed on 24/7 or all the time, and when people weren't around. So right here what we're going to do is we're going to pull out the
pump mushroom to the stage.
Yeah, the pump mushroom, that's what controls the mushroom.
We're also going to pull out the button.
Yeah.
Where is the button?
Down, 4, up 2, right there.
Okay, there it is. So what this means is we can attach this button to this pump so that when the kids wants the fountain to be on, a kid can just push the button and turn it on, and it will be turned off itself after like 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, so when they hit the button will then send a request to the HiloTech Cloud, or it'll go through iDigi in Minnesota and then go to the HiloTech Cloud, and then that will make the decision to turn on the pump.
Alright, so now let's go back and let's go to the tower, right? Alright. So this is basically a representation of like all the levels we have. We have up to like 12 levels in one tower. Let's just go to the second level. This is a top view of all the rooms.
And the reason we went to the second level, that's we were set up unit 1209, which is on the second floor.
Yeah, so our prototyping room is on the second floor.
In the east tower.
In the east tower on 1209.
And this represents the actual tower and the
so
floor.
Then, yeah, this is room 1209. It's just displayed down there, so we can go in there.
Yep.
And then this was the problem with all this, when people check out, all the lights staying on, the thermostat being low.
The water heaters.
Yeah, the water heater's running.
And balcony light being on all the time.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's go ahead and drag and drop the thermostat.
So let's pull out the smart thermostat there. Alright. The outlet control at the top. Cool.
Let's put this right here. Let's get the NTH.
So then it would be really nice that when somebody checks out, the HiloTech Cloud will intelligently be able to control the thermostat and set it to say, let's say 75 degrees. And then we can attach this, the humidity sensor to this thermostat so that when the person's checked out, it'll not only set it to 75 degrees, but it'll progressively increase the temperature while maintaining a certain humidity. Since we don't want to go past 55 degrees, 55% relative humidity, so we don't have mold and things like that.
And then we're also having a shutoff, or actually, when it reaches 80 degrees, it doesn't get any hotter than that, correct?
Yeah, if it reaches 80 degrees, or if there's some problems with it where like it's trying to heat or things like that, and it's just going all really high, it'll send a text message alerts or emails and things like that.
Okay.
And we also have a water heater. Basically, when you check out, we want to make sure that the water heater is turned off. So our HiloTech website will automatically send a command to turn off the water heater when people checks out.
The door sensor?
Alright, let's drag and drop.
Also the door sensor, it'd be nice to know if the door is open. So let's say somebody was checked into the room, but they went and they left their door open. Well then, if they have the door open for, let's say 5 minutes or however much time, we can continually increase the temperature of the thermostat so that the cooling system isn't running all the time just trying to heat the outside world.
And also if the door is open for like say 1 hour, it will send a text message to the staff saying, hey, the door is open for an hour.
Yep. And it'll also say at how many inches it is open, if it's fully opened or fully closed, and things.
And that way we don't try to cool the outside world.
Yeah, exactly.
And next we have is a balcony light. So basically we have this button right there, it says override.
Yeah, well, it's going to use a weather service, and then it's going to look at that weather service and basically decide if the sun is out, don't even let someone turn the balcony light on because...
Yeah, there's no reason to.
Yeah, there's absolutely no reason to. And you can obviously configure that if you want that to be overridden. So, I think that's, yeah.
That's pretty much.
Yeah. Hey, we should probably go back to the pool area and put the moisture sensor in.
Oh, okay.
Let's do that quick.
So now let's go back to the main pool area and just put a moisture sensor.
Yeah, we have a moisture sensor because it would just be nice to kind of know the moisture levels around the area. And you could obviously have multiple of these and kind of distribute them out.
And then later on, we can tie that into the irrigation control
Yeah,
system.
tie it into the irrigation system so you only water certain zones.
Yeah, at this point we just have it so that the website says if it's low, medium, or high.
Okay.
Alright, so that's good.
We can go green, right?
The card.
Oh, yeah. So then, regarding the problem with the carts and not being able to know where a luggage cart is, well, we would like to be able to know, at least what floor is the luggage cart on. So here we have a little tool to allow us to do that.
So let's drag and drop this card to this space.
Yeah, so we have a cart.
So, alright. So our HiloTech website will automatically look at that card and display where that card is. Alright, so is that go green now?
Yeah, because as you can tell, there's 2 towers. It's a pretty big resort, and then we only have a certain amount of carts, so sometimes it's difficult to know exactly where the carts are located.
So now we're going green. Basically what this means is that it's going to go to this little device that we have set up that controls all of these things and kind of configure them. So it'll take probably about 30 seconds to do this.
Yeah, once it's done going green, it's all ready to go.
Yep, it's all ready to go, and we don't have to worry about ever doing that again. Everything will be configured.
So this is only one time.
And the one thing I'd like to mention is that we actually use here at the resort, we use a property management system called IQware. And to know whether or not somebody's in the room or not in the room, they've provided us, and we've coded a web service that monitors that database. So when you'll see in the demonstrations, we'll be able to know when at the front desk when somebody checks in or checks out.
Have it all automated.
Yes.
Then let's go to view, right? Just view it right here in the pool area. We can start with the front column just to see what the stats are. So right now we can see the current stats. Right now we have the wind sensor for the prototyping laying on the ground kind of, so it's not spinning at all. But if it was, it would have been updated and show what speed it is. Let's go to the room, yeah.
And right now for the door, the status is closed. And for the thermostat, the temperature is set to 69 degrees, and the current temperature in the room is 70 degrees.
Yeah.
And similarly, we have light, humidity, temperature, and humidity value.
Yeah, and all of these will be updated on the fly, like every 3 seconds or something like that. And we'll be able to show later on in this demo that they do change. So that's our thing, right? All right, cool. So now that we've shown how simple it is to configure all of these devices and set everything up for these solutions, let's go through and just really look at each one of these and do a demo of how it actually works.
All right.